Hi there, tonight for homework we're going to be doing practice set 71 and practice set 72. 72 is on the back of the page. If you look here, these are going to be pan balance questions, and the first pan balance questions are just with one balance. It will get a little harder on the back, but not too bad. I think you guys are feeling pretty comfortable with it. Here, when you look at the pan balance here in the example, you see 2 cubes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 oranges. So that means that 1 cube would equal half here, half here. Remember, what you do to this side, you need to do to this side. So if half of it is 1 cube, then half of this is 4.5 oranges. You can use that example to help you. Looking down, it shouldn't be too bad. Here, it's a half an orange, and it's asking you what will 1 whole orange weigh. So you have to look at the other side. If you know this is 1/2, what are you going to do to the 1/2? You're going to double it. What are you going to do to the grapes? The same thing, double it to get your answer down here. Down here, it's going to ask you what 1 block weighs. Do the same to this side as you do to this side. So if you cut this in half to isolate 1 block, you're going to have to cut the marbles in half as well. Number 3, you have 6 blocks. You want to know what 1 block equals. So what you'd have to do to the 6 blocks is divide it by 6 to get 1 in isolation, get 1 alone. So count up the marbles and divide those by 6 as well. Okay? And number 4, we're going to get into a little bit where you have 2 different variables over here. So remember, just as a little hint, I like to try to get whatever I'm trying to find alone. So I'm going to cross out the balls, and now I have the cubes in isolation, and I can find out what 1 cube equals and do the same thing to the remaining balls to find how many balls that is. Okay? On the back page, you're going to have a little bit of work to do with 2 different pan balances. Remember, like here, 1 block weighs as much as how many marbles. So you're going to have to find out how many marbles equals 1 block. You can figure that out right over here by seeing 2 balls equals 6 marbles. So 1 ball equals 3 marbles. Then you can come over here, and if you know that each of these equals 3 marbles, you can do multiplication. You can do 8 times the 3 marbles, or you can go 3 plus 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 3, or you can simply count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on and so forth until you get to your answer that you will put right here in this side. With the 2 balances, you often need to do something to 1 balance to figure out what you're going to need to use to get to the second balance. Okay? You're also here, explain how you solved problem 2. Think about how you figured this out, and in words, write it right here. Okay? Now, the last 2 things you're going to be asked to do. One is you're going to find the product of these fractions. Remember, what does of mean? Of means multiplication. So when you look at these, 1/2 of 1/4, you'll multiply the numerators, you'll multiply the denominators, and you'll get your answer. Okay? And lastly, you want to figure out the percentage of these whole numbers. And they're all whole numbers that you're being asked to find the percentage of. Some of them, like this, you're going to be able to say, well, what's 1% of 87? So 1% is 1 over 100. Of means multiplying. 87 over 1 is how you would write a whole number as a fraction. And then that would be 87 over 100. And then you'll multiply 87 by 100, or you know you have 2 zeros, so you can just move the decimal to find the answer, okay? Kind of like finding 10% of 87, you'd move the decimal and write the answer, okay? If it helps you, if you know what the decimal is, like 25% equals 0.25, 0.25 times 4, you can do it that way too. If you want to write it as a fraction or as a decimal, as long as you find the percentage of the whole number, and remember the of means multiply. Okay, that's it for today. I hope this helps you out if you're having a tricky time, and remember, if you have a problem, you can always come in before school and I'll help you out.